Alright, I'm going to show you how to do the 3-hole oil change, as they call it. That's engine, primary, and transmission. I'm using this kit that I got from AMSOIL. The V-Twin oil change kit. It comes with the filter and the oil. I'm also using their transmission fluid and their primary fluid. So I know the bike doesn't take this much. I think it just takes 1 quart in the primary, 1 in the transmission, and 4.5 in the engine. So, but it's, it's always good to have more, and I could have it for my next one. First thing you want to do is write down your miles and the date. And here's the breakdown of what I got. But anyways, yeah, write down your miles and save this paper. It has all the part numbers of what you use, what oil, and everything. And if you ever have like a warranty claim or whatever, you're gonna need that. Alright, I'm gonna do this in my garage and demonstrate that it can be done on the garage and on the stand. Open this up. This is the engine, and that's the engine oil dipstick. And then get a 3/8 hex drive and open this up. This is the transmission. Alright. Once you have these open so that it can breathe, you go underneath and open the drain plugs. Alright, so this is the right side of the bike. And it's the side that's a little bit higher because, the stand is on the other side. So you have 2 drain plugs down here. The one that faces forward is your engine. Okay? The one that faces straight down is your transmission. And the way I always remember it is the engine's in the front and then the transmission's in the back. So engine's in the front, transmission's in the back. And you're gonna need a 5/8 Well, that wrench was just not doing it for me. Get a ratchet wrench or a ratchet. Do it right. Get the right tool for the job. Don't mess around. That's really easy. I could probably do it by hand from here. Yeah, I can. There we go. And you're going to want to inspect this. I'll do it right now. Take it out. I don't know why they got to do this. Right? Just change the seal. I think it's like $1 at Harley, maybe less. So I gotta clean all this up. But you can also go on Amazon and get this. There's a part number, there's everything you need. And all the O-rings are the same, primary, transmission, and engine. So you have this. And also, I just saw this right now, the AMSOIL kit on the oil filter comes with one. So I'm going to use this one for the engine, and then I'll use those orange ones for the other ones, the other 2 drain plugs. And then this, to get it off, you could just use a pick or anything to clean it. Is that focusing? Or a wire brush. Alright, that's all the stuff that came off of it. And, you do all this while it's draining. So then you can come back. It should be done draining. So the engine drain plug is snugged up, hand tight. It gets a little hard because you got to compress the the rubber O-ring. So now I'm gonna start on this one here, which is the transmission one. And then while that's draining, we'll start taking the bolts off the derby cover. You want to make sure that that opens up first before you drain the primary. That reflection on the oil kind of tripped me out. Anyways, while the transmission's draining, get the light over here. We'll let the transmission drain. We'll come over here, and you get it's a T27, and you open up these bolts here. Make sure you press real hard into them, so you don't want to strip. You don't want to strip these. So I just popped it off, and a little bit of oil came out. It is, you know, on the stand, and the oil level is right up to the edge of this clutch plate. All right, so I'm back over here on the left side. Transmission's pretty much done. So the torque spec for these is a range. I could be wrong, but I believe it's 14 to 21 foot-pounds. A lot of the torque specs for this is a range, so I'm just gonna go to 20 because that's the lowest my torque wrench goes. All right, I got my clicky clack here set to 20. It. Oh, this is hard to do with one hand. Let's see if I could put my phone here on the light. Yeah, I should have done that sooner. There it is, 20. Alright, back over here on the primary side. Could move that. Alright, so the primary is done draining. Got one of those O-rings on here, got this all cleaned up. Put it back in there and torque it up. Alright. Alright, to take the filter out, there's a special funnel that you can use that I have. But I'm going to demonstrate how you can do it with a piece of aluminum foil. What I do is I kind of make a roll on the back, and then this is hard to do with one hand, but you put the foil around here and you push it all the way in, and then you kind of make a for the oil to drain into the pan. I'll set it up and then I'll show you what I'm talking about, because I don't think I can do this with one hand. Alright, so there it is. The oil's gonna flow through the aluminum foil and into this pan. And what I did is put it all the way in there. This is the housing, the filter's on the other side. And you can see that the foil is as far up as I could bring it. If I do spill some, I hope it's not a lot. And I'll show you what the funnel looks like. This is the funnel that you put all the way in there. Kind of hangs like this with a little hose. And then you route the hose into your catch pan. It goes underneath like this. But if you don't have this, I'm going to do it this way to show you how it can be done. Same thing with filling this up. There's a little funnel for that. It's this right here, and this goes inside of here like that. Then you put your oil in there and it goes inside. The way I've done it in the past, this all came from Amazon, by the way. I've gotten just a regular funnel, pinched this, and then just kind of shoved it in the side like that, and then just watch through here your oil level. That's how I've done it in the past. Come on. And there goes the oil. And there it goes. Try and do all this one-handed. The biggest mistake people do is they over torque the filter or they over torque the plugs. Then you're fighting it and you're in the world of hurt when you're trying to take this apart for the next service. Alright, got it back in. Just hand tight. Alright, the engine calls for 4.5. I got 4 bottles in there already. And here's the 5th one. Half would be right around here. So I'm 2 ounces short, which, you know, 2 ounces ain't nothing. Technically you could run it that way, but I'm gonna stop it here so I can check it and then top it off in the morning after it's been warmed up. It's like midnight right now, so I don't want to start it. Alright, so we are exactly at 28. I'll move this over. Pour this in. Alright, and to check your transmission fluid, you do need to screw it all the way down, and the bike has to be on the stand. I don't know if you can see the oil level right there, that line, and it's right in the middle, so that's good. Same thing with the engine oil, it's got to be on the stand. Well, this one you could do both because there's 2 separate marks. I already did it. You know, screwed it down, took it back out, checked it, it's right on the money. So let's do the primary and we're done here. Alright, well, this next step is kind of sketchy. If you have a partner or a helper, I'd recommend it, but I don't. So I'm gonna get the jack, put it under the bike. I'm not gonna jack it all the way up, but just enough to get some pressure off of the stand and somewhat level it, and then fill the primary. Alright, I'm gonna put these over here just for good measure. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I'm not picking the bike up that much. As you can see, it's still leaning to the left. Right there. It's almost standing up, but not quite. Alright, so you can see the bike is almost straight up, not quite yet. And then I put those jack stands on that side. It's 30 ounces, which is about a whole quart. And you can see the level, the oil level will get to the bottom of that plate there. Just go slow. Just go very slow. Pay attention to the level. And right at 30, stop it. Well, I took the whole quart and it got me right to the mark. And I will link in the description the Amazon where you can get all these funnels and stuff. And by the way, I am not changing this gasket. I didn't buy it, so whatever. next time I'll change it. I'll make a note of that. And just like the drain plugs, this derby cover here has a torque spec, and it's a range 84 to 108. So I'm just gonna go do 100, and the sequence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. I'm gonna lower the bike. I never touched this. See, it was just in case type of a deal. If you don't feel confident doing this, don't do it. Have a helper, take it in to get done. Buy a motorcycle lift or whatever, but do not try this unless you are confident that, you know, in your abilities and in your jack. So this is just the way that I did it, to show you that it can be done. I did it, you know, in my garage. It can be done on the stand. Doesn't have to be done on a lift. To fill the primary, it does have to be straight up. And without a helper, this is what I had to do. Without a helper and without a motorcycle lift. So I'll lower it back down and we're done here. Alright, so I'm gonna put my foot here to make sure that it comes down smoothly. Done. I will link the funnel in the description. I mean, AMSOIL, you can go to amsoil.com and find the stuff. But this kit came with let me turn off this light on my head. It came with this, the funnel for the primary. It came with this. It didn't work, but it will work for the AMSOIL one when I take it off. It comes with a bunch of O-rings that I didn't know about. Well, now I have a ton because I have these and the other ones that I had bought. And it comes with this funnel. So, and it comes with a nail. I guess that's to pop the filter, and this hose. So there it is, 3-hole oil change. I hope this helped you. I will put in the description the torque values and the amounts, the capacities of the oil that I put in there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.